Good morning, Singapore. Welcome to the Big Show, brought to you by Caro. Our guest for this morning is the Managing Director of World Table Tennis, Mr. Matt Pound. Good morning, Matt.
Hey guys, pleasure to be here.
All right, Matt, before we go on any further, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I'm an Australian, been in Singapore for the last 10 years and really trying to drive table tennis forward, which is what we're going to be discussing today. So super excited. And apologies, I might not be as sharp as I normally am because I had my first child last Tuesday.
Oh, congratulations! Oh, my goodness.
Sleep has been very rare these days.
So, Matt, what got you involved in the world of table tennis?
So personally, I'm a sports marketing professional. Studied in Australia back in 2004 and been working for several organisations, international sporting organisations since then. And then got the gig originally for the International Table Tennis Federation back 10 years ago. So I just had my 10-year anniversary. So it's been a big couple of weeks for me. So we've been developing this sleeping giant of table tennis to try to grow it forward and take the sport that everyone plays and loves, even their garage, their caravan park, on the beach, at the pub, to people's living rooms, and now to Singapore OCBC Arena.
Wow, and that's from the 11th to the 19th of March, right?
Exactly, that's the Singapore Smash. So Singapore Smash is one of our marquee events. It's one of our 4 grand smashes around the world, the 4 pillars of the sport, and the one that all players want to win. So we're going to have the world's best table tennis players here, the top 100. We have Olympic champions, the world number 1. Everyone's coming to Singapore to fight for the $2 million prize money.
Wow.
That's a lot.
The 2,000 world ranking points, and the glory of being the Singapore Smash champion. So we're super pumped.
So this is sort of like it's a table tennis version of a tennis Grand Slam.
Exactly that. So WTT, World Table Tennis, we're the professional series of table tennis. So the world's best players travel around the world. We have 34 events across the globe, in all continents. So they come, they play, they earn their prize money, they entertain their fans with their spectacular table tennis, and that's it. So we are their day job. We provide them finance and we run the series of table tennis, which is cool.
Okay,
This is going to be so exciting.
It is.
Very.
You've been with WTT for 10 years, you just said, right? You celebrated your 10th anniversary?
So I've been at the International Table Tennis Federation for 10 years. WTT, we only launched 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
So it's a project we've been working on for the last 5 years to really professionalize, modernize table tennis because, as I said, as a sport everyone knows, everyone loves to play, everyone's played it before, but how many people have bought a ticket to go to the stadium to watch a table tennis match? Who's watched it on TV? Who can name a top table tennis player? And it's not enough of anyone. So we created this 2 years ago to really change that.
Okay, so you've been in this world for 10 years. How good are you at table tennis?
Not great, unfortunately. But my wife is a Romanian Olympic table tennis player.
Oh, wow, okay.
So she's trying to give me some tips, but personally, quite rubbish, to be honest. But we have our table in the office, and we try our best to get our level up. But then you get very humbled when you walk into the stadium and you see these top guys play. It's just it's a different world, different sport.
The speed is crazy at which they play.
it's
It's
ridiculous.
unbelievable.
Yeah, but Angel's our champion,
Yeah,
so
sure.
maybe we should get your wife to take her. All right. Okay, we'll continue to talk to Matt on the Big Show TV. The time is 8:05.
Kiss 92 Time Check brought to you by Putian. Oyster season is
So,
back
Matt,
again.
continuing with the Singapore Smash 2023 between the 11th and 19th of March, what are some of the highlights people can look forward to?
Yeah, so as I said, the world's best table tennis players, that's our absolute core. But we don't want it just to make it about the table tennis on the main table. We want to have a whole entertainment experience. Think of the Singapore Formula One. How many people go there just to watch the fast cars? You go there for the concerts, the food, the atmosphere, the beers with your mates. This is the type of atmosphere we're trying to create. So, of course, we have the world's best players on what we call the Infinity Arena. That's our show court. But outside, you can play table tennis yourself. You can eat from the food truck. You can have a beer. You can either be playing virtual table tennis outside. We have partnered with a VR game 11, so you can put the headset on and be playing outside. So it's a complete experience. Come for 3 hours, watch a bit of table tennis, play some table tennis yourself, have dinner, have a drink, and really enjoy yourself.
So the first time you did this was last year.
Yeah.
How has it changed? Because a lot of our rules in Singapore have changed over the last year, right? What you can do, what you can't do.
Yeah, so we launched the Singapore Smash last year. Still, we're at the back end of COVID, March 2022. Everything was very restricted. It took a long time for us to get our tickets on sale. We had to have social distancing between everyone. We couldn't have our outside precinct where people would come and play and mingle together. And everything was just limited. So this year we're completely open. We have a larger runway now. People understand what the event is. So we're excited to finally deliver our vision and our dream of the Singapore Smash.
So, who are some of the big names that are coming down? I know the top players are all from China. Most people can't even pronounce their names.
This is true.
One of these days, if I get a chance to talk to their managers, I'll go like, give them English names.
No, don't anglicize it.
It's like, I mean, if Jet Li didn't start calling himself Jet
Jet
Li,
Li,
no one will know who he is.
Let's have Tom, Dick,
If
and Harry
Jackie
on the
Chan
card.
didn't
That is
start
true.
calling himself
Yeah.
Jackie,
Jackie,
no
yeah.
one will know who he is
Bruce
as well.
Lee as well, yeah.
So I find it very difficult as a Chinese guy pronouncing some of these Chinese names as well. And I think, going forward,
Might not be a bad idea.
maybe, right?
Yeah, or just go by acronyms. that could be an idea as well. ABC is on the court right now. So what are the names?
So China being the top table tennis nation, probably.
Yeah.
right now.
So China, table tennis is the number one sport. So the number one sport of 1.4 billion people. That's got a lot of fanfare. And a lot of people playing at school. It's in the curriculum. They've got the pictures and posters of the top players on their bedroom walls when they're growing up. So they really idolize these guys. So guys like Ma Long, he's what we call the GOAT of table tennis. He's won everything. He's been world number one for many years. He's world champion, Olympic champion, and he's the number one sports personality inside China. So he'll be here trying to win the event, and that's where all the Chinese legions of fans will be lining up.
And you've pronounced his name perfectly, by the way, Ma Long.
Ma
Ma
Long.
Long. So also Fen Zhendong, the current world number one. He's the young up-and-coming Chinese, not so young anymore, 24. So he'll be trying to challenge Ma Long. On the female side, we have Chang Meng, the current Olympic champion, the defending Singapore Smash champion from last year, Suning Shah. So they're the top Chinese competitors. But we're not just a Chinese sport. We have a lot of other guys starting to challenge the Chinese. Have Hugo Calderano, a young Brazilian guy, number 5 in the world.
Wow.
Brazilian?
Brazilian, yeah.
That's interesting.
The thrill from Brazil, Hugo. So it's excited to be welcoming him back to Singapore. Truls Morgard from Sweden. Also a young guy starting to beat a lot of the top Chinese players, and they're super afraid of him. On the women's side, Japan's very strong. Also, Mima Ito, Hina Hayata. Also, we have a top Puerto Rican girl. Adriana Diaz, a top Egyptian girl coming through, 15 years old, Hannah Goda. So we have that global spread, and they'll all be trying to chase the Chinese to win this trophy.
That's so interesting because you said not so old 24.
Yeah, sports
That's
people,
young.
right? But
And
sportsmen.
then you've got a 15-year-old. What age group do they start at in this competition? How young are they?
That's the beauty of table tennis, right? So we all know because we've all had it hit around in whatever scenario. So you can be playing from 5 when you can see above the table, and you can be playing until you're 100.
Yeah.
So it is a sport that has a lot of longevity, which is great. So you see very long careers and a lot of stories. So we'll have this young Egyptian girl, 15 years old, and then our eldest player, probably Timo Boll, who's an absolute legend from Germany. He's just hit 40, and
Wow.
he's still in the top 15. He'll still be competing for the title, and yeah. So we see 8 people of all ages, people of all body sizes, people of all nationalities. So it's a super fascinating event.
So you mentioned China, obviously Brazil, Japan, Sweden, Portugal, Egypt, Germany. What about our Singapore players? Who can we look forward to seeing?
Yeah, so Singapore, they're coming up. They're coming strong. Also, some very young players. I think most of the listeners would have heard of Feng Tang Wei.
Yes.
She Brought a lot of Olympic medals home to Singapore. U Meng Yu as well. They've both moved on, so they've retired. So now we're looking at the new generation of Singaporean talent. And we're all very excited of them coming through. They've got a bit of a golden generation, let's say, led by Clarence Chiu, young Singaporean. You've got Ethan Poe, sorry, and also Isaac Kwek. So these three young boys are forming the core, and they're all roughly the same age from about 16 to 22. So we're going to be hearing a lot about them. And I know that a lot of the top players that don't want them in the first round of the draw. They're getting very scared about the young, homegrown Singaporean talent coming through. And also on the female side, Wong Shi Ru, she's coming through very well. So it's our goal here really to be inspiring, again, the next generation of Singapore talent to come through. We want players to be kids to be coming to the venue, watching the world's best and saying that I want to be there. I want to be on the centre court in the Infinity Arena in the Singapore Smash, and I will be lifting that trophy. We want to be an inspiration to the next generation, and these current crop of Singaporean players can really help us do that.
Fantastic. We got to get this bunch
Absolutely.
on the show.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
as well.
for sure, for sure.
Speak to them.
Yeah, that would be a
I
good
think
one.
so.
Really exciting.
Okay,
Awesome.
so let's see.
And yes, we need to get a table tennis.
Yes,
table.
we do.
Yeah, we do.
But if you do
Desperately.
want to go watch the Singapore Smash 2023 World Table Tennis, it's happening at the OCBC Arena from the 11th and 19th of March. We're actually giving you 15% off tickets for the opening night of Singapore Smash if you purchase your tickets today from Ticketmaster with the special promo code of SMASHKISS. I like that, SMASHKISS. SMASHKISS. Once again, you can get your tickets from Ticketmaster, 15% off with that code.
All right. So how's Australia when it comes to table tennis?
Getting better. We're not the same level as, let's say, Asia and Europe, but some young guys as well. A guy called Nicholas Lum, who will be here at the Singapore Smash. He's roughly 40, 42, 43 in the world, so he'll be challenging the top guys. But we're also this new series, this new tour, WTT. This is our chance to be developing the countries like Australia, like the USA, like the UK, countries that aren't so traditionally table tennis countries, but they people understand sport and entertainment, and that we can use that as an inspiration. So we will be looking to get a large WTT event to Australia soon, and then hopefully when we're all a bit older and greyer on the show in 10 years' time, we can be talking about the Australian champions.
Who's
Singapore
graying? No
champions.
one's graying here. What are you talking about?
Excuse me. Other than bringing an event like this to a country, when we come back, just something to think about. How does a country like Singapore, like Australia, grow its table tennis community?
Okay,
Let's deal with
let's
that
ask
in a
Matt
bit.
that on the radio.
Yeah.
And we'll ask you a few of the questions we were talking about off air as well. Yeah.
Stand by, we do on traffic now in 3, 2.
Kiss 92 traffic.
On the PIE towards the airport after Jalan Yunos, look out, a vehicle's broken down there. Also on the AYE towards the MCE right after the Jurong Town Hall entrance. Now an accident has been spotted and it's causing quite a bit of backup of cars all the way to Yuan Ching. Avoid lanes 1 and 2. If you have anything else, you can always call us at you can text us at 88550920.
All right, we're back on The Big Show and The Big Show TV. Our guest for this morning is Matt Pound, the Managing Director of World Table Tennis. And we've been talking about Singapore Smash 2023. Now, this is the second year this is happening, but last year it was a little low-key because, of COVID and all that. Now, could you tell us, Matt, who are some of the big names to look out for in Singapore Smash 2023?
So we have the best players from all around the world, the top 100 table tennis players on earth coming to Singapore to compete in the Singapore Smash. Of course, China being the number one table tennis country is going to be leading the field. We have Ma Long, our GOAT, coming to play. We have Fan Zhendong, the current world number 1 and defending Singapore Smash champion. On the women's side, Chang Meng, also the defending Singapore Smash champion and actually Olympic champion, complete star of the show inside China, and Sun Ning Sha. But it's not just about China, right? We have all the competitors from around the world coming to Singapore. Hugo Calderano from Brazil, the world number 5. We have Truls Morgard from Sweden. We have Quadri Aruna from Nigeria. We have
Wow.
we have many top countries coming to compete. On the women's side, Mima Ito from Japan, Adriana Diaz from Puerto Rico, and then our young next generation of talent, Hannah Goddard, 15 years old from Egypt. So we have a great mix, a great field, and we can't wait to get started in the next couple of weeks.
Nice.
Plus, it's going to be a fan experience as well. It's going to
Yeah.
be very different this year.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we're bringing the world's best players to come and play. So the Affinity Arena is going to be a show of the world-class table tennis, but not only that, we've got light shows, we've got dancers, we have musicians, we have a full entertainment experience. So the world's best players, plus you're going to get a very good value for money from your ticket inside the arena, but outside also we have a precinct. You can buy some foods from food trucks, you can buy some beers, you can play some virtual table tennis, you can play real table tennis. It's just a great way to spend the afternoon with your mates and watch some ping pong.
Sounds like a real family affair.
Yeah.
Now, it's when we say table tennis, sometimes we casually use the term ping pong as well. Is there a difference? Are they interchangeable?
No, we see them as the same. So
Okay, all right.
if you're saying ping pong, table tennis, whiff waff, as long as you're talking about our sport, we're all very happy. So
Okay, so it's fine to use
all
either
good.
term.
It's
Okay.
all good.
So there's the thing. You've got countries where table tennis is massive, and then you've got countries where table tennis is not as big. How do we get it to grow, other than bringing events like this?
Well, this is one way to be bringing events, to be bringing a product that people see live and seeing on TV, it being that inspiration for the next generation to go pick up a racket and go to their table tennis club and have those icons, those personalities, those posters on the wall, like what we've seen in tennis with Serena Williams, Roger Federer, Formula One, Lewis Hamilton, football with Messi and Ronaldo. These pure icons of the sport, and the kids pointing to their mum saying, I want to be like that.
Yeah.
Table tennis, we haven't had that enough out of the big markets like China and Japan. So these events and these personality creations, which we're really focusing on, we think we can help that. But then it's about working on the grassroots level as well. Ensuring when the kid's pointing to their mum saying, I want to be a table tennis player and I want to earn this top prize money, then the mum can straight away go, okay, I know how to make that happen. I can go to a table tennis club. I can join my local league. I can get into the high performance program of that country. So both hands need to be working together, but this is our goal, to have many more top countries in the sport competing for the top titles like the Singapore Smash in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Once again, 11th to the 19th of March. It's going to be at the OCBC Arena, and you can get your tickets from Ticketmaster. In fact, if you use our code SMASHKISS, you'll get 15% off.
Today only.
Today only.
Only today.
Right
Only
now, please.
today.
Get them right now.
Right now.
So get your tickets. When we go on the Big Show TV, I want to ask Matt about our Singapore scene when it comes to table tennis and how someone can get involved.
All right. Right now, here's Bon Jovi. Have a nice day on KISS 92.
So you mentioned all our Olympic medalists. You mentioned the up-and-coming stars of table tennis in Singapore. How big is the scene in Singapore?
Yeah, it's big. It's big. So that's been kicked off by Feng Tang Wei, Wu Mengyu, this generation that became world champions in 2010 and won, I think, Singapore's first Olympic medal in 60 years or something at the 2012 London Olympic Games. So that Singapore has had this aspiration of kids wanting to be table tennis players. And the Singapore Table Tennis Association has done a great job with working with the schools, working with the development programs, working on the pathways to be ensuring as many of the young talents and young people wanting to be playing table tennis can. But again, it's not just table tennis is not just about what we'll see at the Singapore Smash, but it is a whole of life sport, table tennis for all, for life, like we like to say. So Singapore government has started putting tables all around the country as well. And Singapore Smash, we're doing a lot of activations around the heartland, so everyone from every part of the community can be playing the sport. So as long as people are playing table tennis and keeping healthy and active, we're happy. And then, of course, if they come and buy a ticket to the Singapore Smash or watch us live on Spo TV, we're even more happy. But as long as people are participating in the sport, I think that's fantastic for all of us.
And it's one of the most accessible sports, isn't it? Like you mentioned, I mean, there are tables everywhere. I remember in school we had tables. You go to a hotel on holiday, there's a ping pong table as well. You know, it's not like golf where you need to be a little bit more privileged to buy your golf sets, and a little bit like tennis where you got to rent a court and stuff like that. But
Table tennis is for everyone.
It's for everyone. Yeah, it really is for everyone.
Yeah, no barrier to entry at all. It's not.
Yeah.
The other big sporting event we have in Singapore is the Formula One. So I'm not sure many of us are going out and buying Formula One cars. So this is our benefit organising the Singapore Smash, that we don't have to educate people about table tennis, because everyone knows, everyone loves it, and everyone plays. That's why we're inviting everyone down to the OCBC Arena to watch the world's best, and then also play yourself. We'll have a lot of tables, and it'll be a lot of fun. So get your tickets at Ticketmaster.
Sounds like fun.
How good is table tennis as a form of exercise?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's got many health benefits. So exercise is one thing, burning calories, moving around, but it's also got a lot of mental benefits. So we've done some scientific research that actually helps you recover from Parkinson's.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
So, the ITTF, the International Federation, for the last couple of years have actually been organising the World Parkinson's Table Tennis Championships, where they invite everyone around the world with Parkinson's to come and play. And the stories are inspirational about people saying how it helps their life, how it treats the conditions, and it works better than having tablets of playing the sport and really focusing on the ball. So it's got that benefit, and of course the health benefit and the calorie burning as well.
That's amazing.
You weren't kidding when you said whiff waff, because it's right here. It's like table tennis, also known as ping pong, and whiff waff.
There you go.
Whiff
known
waff.
as whiff waff.
It's known as whiff waff as well. And I would think it was a sport that was founded in China. It was
Yes.
actually founded in the UK. In England. It was
Yeah.
first played in the 19th century. I mean, it seems like such a Chinese
Just like
sport.
football.
Ping pong.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, everyone thinks, okay, football was invented in China.
No?
No.
England.
It was invented in England.
Okay, all right. So
Yes.
the Brits do have some
But
stuff
I am surprised. though.
of their own.
I am surprised that ping pong was invented in England.
Yeah, you are, right?
Because up till now, I thought it was
I
China.
thought it was a
China,
Chinese
especially
game.
if you call it ping pong. I mean,
Yeah.
come on. It's
Yeah, true. When you call it ping pong, you do relate it more to China.
more to
You do.
China,
You
yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Ping pong. Really, yeah. In Mandarin, it's
In
ping
Mandarin,
pong.
ping
Ping
pong,
pong
yeah.
show. Yeah. So we actually had our first World Championships in 1912 in London.
Wow,
So
okay.
table tennis, if you read the history books, it was started as an after dinner game for the rich and elite. So,
Okay, all
so
right.
they would use their champagne corks as the ball, and then they would use an
Their
object
glasses.
to be hitting it across the table.
Oh, wow.
Across the dinner table after they finished. So it was an after dinner activity, and
my
that's where it
goodness.
started back in the 1900s, and then it was formalized in 1912, which we're coming up to very, very soon to over 100 years. So
Wow, okay.
Wow, that sounds
okay.
I can see that. The champagne cork.
I can see that as well, yeah.
It's circular.
Almost.
On top.
Not-
It's round.
It's
But
circular
back in
when
the
you
day-
have enough drinks to drink.
Back in the day,
yes.
maybe it wasn't, right?
So was it first called table tennis? Was that the first name? that it-
yeah, I believe so. I believe so.
okay.
And just to correct myself, it was 1926.
Yeah, I was.
1926.
No,
yeah.
the first World Championship. So we're coming up to the 100 years
Yeah.
very, very shortly.
22.
But
yeah.
but that's just amazing. You'd imagine these people sitting around a table one day going, okay, we've had dinner. We've finished the champagne. What are we going to do with these corks? Oh, let's hit it across the table.
Well, I'm sure they didn't have an intentional conversation about it. Someone must have just thrown it, and someone must have
Hit
taken
it,
something.
yeah.
You
It's
know?
not easy to control the cork.
No,
though.
it wouldn't
no.
It's like
be.
not
It's
table
almost like a
tennis,
shuttlecock,
table
almost.
rugby.
with the shape that
You
it
imagine
has.
the bounce.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy. Absolutely
interesting.
So
crazy.
yeah, coming up to 100 years. I can't imagine the celebrations in a few years from now. 100 years of table tennis.
Yep. No, we're excited, and we're starting to gear up for that now. The celebrations in a couple of years, so it's going to be a big year. And since Singapore Smash is a yearly event, we will be back here to also celebrate the 100 years in 2026 as well inside Singapore in March. So it's Singapore Smash is a yearly event in every March. So everyone can put that in their calendar and
For sure.
organise that as a kid activity for the school holidays as well.
Yeah.
So what are some of the bigger countries? I mean, you have China, obviously. England, obviously, is huge, yes? Or not as?
England has some top players, but I think the English created the majority of sport, so there's a lot of competition there. So top country is China. It is the number one sport inside China. Singapore Smash, there'll be roughly 120 million unique people watching.
Wow.
Just in China. So on CCTV, that shows the mass of the sport in the country. So we're excited for that. Japan, they won a gold medal in Tokyo 2021. So they're coming as well. The Japanese, Korea. Strong, a good young girl called Shin Yubin. She'll be competing for the title here. Europe as well, some large countries, Germany, Sweden, France, Portugal, Africa. We have
Puerto Rico, you mentioned as well.
Puerto Rico. We have Egypt. We have Nigeria. So really a whole of the world's sport, table
It
tennis.
truly is
Such
global.
international
It is.
sport, yeah.
It truly is global.
So you just had a baby
Yeah.
last week, and your wife is a table tennis champion.
Yep.
Will baby be growing up to play table tennis? unlike daddy?
Yeah. I think if we do a good enough job here at World Table Tennis, then it's going to give that aspiration for little Harry to be
Little
playing,
Harry.
to be playing, and hopefully winning the Singapore Smash one day. Who
Harry
knows?
Pound, the next
Yeah.
world champion.
So, should you be on paternal leave right now?
We were just talking about paternal
Yeah,
leave.
we're talking about it on air.
Yeah. Well, yes.
Okay. Wait. Are you on paternal leave?
Yeah, I took a couple of weeks off.
Okay,
Took a couple
alright.
of weeks off, but when you get invited to come and speak on KISS, you can't say no, right?
Of course not. Of course
Brilliant.
not.
Thank you, Matt.
Because we have this little poll going, and we're getting people to call in as to whether it's ethical to leave the kid and mum at home and go have fun, say on the golf course or at the ping pong table, during paternal leave. What are your thoughts?
Well, as long as they're coming and buying tickets for the Singapore Smash, what they do of the child is up to them.
Yeah.
We'll be taking Harry to the event. So.
No judgment here.
We'll get to meet Harry at the event.
Yes,
That's
little
very cool.
Harry.
Okay, we'll come up for one last talk set, okay?
Yes,
Stand
last
by.
one after this traffic in about 10 seconds.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, we got Iman coming up. Iman Fande.
Oh, right.
Oh,
We
right.
haven't had her on the show.
When
as
we
in,
play
like-
Iman, we'll do question of the day as well.
Okay.
Okay,
On
got it.
air first.
All right, stand by.
3, 2.
Kiss 92 traffic.
Okay, a couple of things happening on the BKE. This is in the direction of the PIE before the Mandai Road accident. There's been reported of both an accident as well. Oh, sorry, Mandai Road exit, I said. There's been a report of both an accident and a vehicle breakdown. Avoid lane 1 at all costs. If you have anything else, WhatsApp us at 8855-0920.
Welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. We've been speaking to the Managing Director of World Table Tennis, Matt Pound. We've had a great time speaking to you today, Matt. And once again, we want to remind everyone to be at the OCBC Arena 11th to 19th of March for the Singapore Smash 2023. It's going to be a wonderful event for the entire family and a great way for you to perhaps maybe take up the sport as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
if you want to purchase your tickets, you can do it today at Ticketmaster. You use the promo code SMASHKISS.
Yeah, and you get 15%
15%
off.
off,
Lots
nice.
of peripheral events happening around
Yeah.
the event as well. So, Matt, if someone's kind of considering taking up ping pong or looking for a sport, why should they take up table tennis?
It's just fun. I don't think anyone can say that they've played table tennis and not had fun.
Okay.
So it's a real enjoyable sport to play, and now on the professional side, you can make some good money. So now Singapore Smash, as I mentioned earlier, $2 million prize money, going to the playing squad, and now with the professional series of table tennis, which WTT is, then it gives a lot of playing opportunities right around the world. So table tennis is not only now a hobby recreational sport, but it is a professional sport, and if you're good enough, you can spend your career playing table tennis around the world, which is pretty fun.
How much is a table tennis bat?
It depends. Anything from, you can go to Decathlon and get one for a couple of dollars, or you could buy a professional one with the rubbers for about $500. So I think like any sporting equipment, it really goes up when you get to the higher level.
And you can buy one from like Toys R Us. I mean, they have these
Yeah.
little table tennis packets that they have with the little balls and all that. So it's
Yeah.
an easy sport to get
And it was just
involved
for
with.
fun. I mean, you can just buy the net and you
Yeah.
can hook it up on your table.
Yes,
Some people
absolutely,
have huge dining tables.
Don't break anything, though. Yeah.
So we'll have all that, all the nets and rackets and balls and shirts and everything you need in our merchandise store also at Singapore
great.
Smash.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So we want people to be inspired watching the world's best players on the table, and then go to the merchandise store, buy their racket, buy their nets, and go to their dining table and play some table tennis as well while watching the highlights on Spo TV.
Nice.
I
nice.
mentioned bat. I don't know why. It's a racket. It's a
It's
table tennis
racket or a bat?
Is it a
You
racket
can
or-
call it again. Anything you like. In Singapore, they like to call them paddles.
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 Yeah.
Okay.
Table
Yeah.
tennis paddles.
Yeah.
So on the World Table Tennis website, that's worldtabletennis.com, it says 7th to the 19th of March. Which is it? Is it 11th or 7th?
It's the main draw starts on the 11th.
11th,
So
okay, all right.
before that is the qualification.
Got it.
So
Got
there's
it.
a
So
couple of-
people can go for that as well?
Yep, so we're selling tickets to qualification as well, so you can see the next generation of talent coming. But the main draw and the big show starts on the 11th of March, and that's where we're trying to encourage everyone to come then, and that's what this promo code Smash Kiss is to get you 15% off today. So 11th of March is where we kick off in
Okay.
Overdrive.
Okay.
Awesome. Did
can
you hear,
find-
Matt? It's going to be a big show.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
a big
Yes, it is.
I wonder where he got that from.
Okay, thank you very much, Matt, for joining us today. It's been a pleasure.
No, it's been great.
And
Appreciate the
congratulations
invite.
on the baby.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, up next, Iman Fandi. Here's Love Me Little More.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks,
We say
guys.
goodbye. Oh, we
Thank
have
you
question
very
of the day,
much,
right?
Matt.
Question
Thank
of the day,
you.
yeah.
Should we ask the question now? Should we?
Yes, we'll
Okay,
ask the
let's
question
ask.
now.
Okay.
Okay.
So
What's the
question of
question?
the day is going to run across the bottom of your Facebook screen, or if you're on YouTube, it'll run across the bottom of your screen there. It's a simple
Thanks,
question with a fantastic prize up for grabs. We've
That's
got a
right.
dining voucher to give away.
It's a $100 dining voucher from Gary's. Now, Gary's is an Italian restaurant at Rochester Park. They've got all sorts of yummy stuff like their scallop carpaccio, their cheese wheel pasta, and they're serving up some of the season's finest ingredients like the Alaskan king crab, Hokkaido scallops, and winter black truffles. For more details, garys.sg.
So the question today that's scrolling across the bottom of your screen: in which country can we find Timbuktu?
Oh.
Is that Timbuktu, not
Yes.
Too?
No.
Timbuktu.
Timbuktu. In which country can we find Timbuktu? All you have to do is go to the comment section of our Facebook page or on YouTube and type in the answer. One of you is going to walk away with that fantastic
I didn't even
prize.
know it was a real
Exactly.
place. once
Anyone
upon a
watching is going, hold on,
Exactly.
Timbuktu exists? Yes,
it does, people.
I'll kick you off to Timbuktu.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It does exist.
In our comment section, you can tell us where Timbuktu is located.
Okay.
That's it, right? Also, call us. I mean, why aren't
Yes.
you calling us? Call
Yeah,
us.
come on.
Live.
669-10920. The question is, should ACS invite girls into their school? And what do you think of the move to Tanga? And what's the other one about whether...
Whether you should be out having fun when you're on paternal or maternal leave.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those are the two. You can also... No, don't WhatsApp us anymore. We don't want to hear from you. We want you to call us. 669-0920. We don't bite.
So many people
Only
have so many
sometimes.
problems.
Problems?
I mean, during the news, 300 parents
Yeah.
at ACS.
They're unhappy.
No, you see...
Really unhappy.
Okay,
Why?
you see,
Why
it
are
depends.
parents like that?
It depends.
I mean, I don't know.
Why are you
Okay.
looking at us when you
no,
say
no,
that?
You, both of you are
Yes.
parents.
Okay,
But
let's
we're
take
not
it.
part of the 300.
Okay, let's take it.
I mean, how about going with the flow?
No, let's take it from a parent's point of view, and from an alumni point of view. I went to SJI, right? And I know whatever.
I'm in the St.
No,
Patrick's School.
But there is a tradition. There is a whole community. There's this tradition, and suddenly you're going to change that. Yes, we need to be progressive. We need to be more modern thinking, but the initial impact is hard.
What tradition?
I don't
though?
think people
Every
are
time I do
concerned
that,
about
what
the
tradition.
No, I
It's
don't.
a boys' school.
I don't think people are concerned about the boys' school thing.
This
the
day and
tradition.
age.
I don't think it's the tradition. They just want more space for their boys. You know, some.
and it's a boys' school. So
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, you're going to have parents who will feel really uncomfortable about this, but like everything else that happens in Singapore, give it a while and they'll all become used
You
to
know,
it.
this whole boys' school turning co-ed, nobody should have a problem with that.
No, they
yeah,
shouldn't.
I'd love to hear what
This
the
day.
boys think. I mean, the
This
boys
day.
are going to go, yay,
Yay,
girls
yes,
are coming.
But, you know, the shift from Barker Road to Tengah, maybe
think
some
that's-
people might have an issue
yeah.
with that.
Because
Why?
because people in
No, but seriously, why?
No, because people
Why?
plan ahead. So they may have, say, 4 boys, right? 3 of whom have gone to ACS, Barker Road, and the last one, the little one who hasn't gone yet, and they live within 2 kilometers. It changes a lot. People buy homes close to these schools just to get their kids into their
Yeah.
schools.
Because, you
They
know-
do. They forward
I
plan
know,
that
I know
way.
this.
Location-wise, Barker Road is fantastic.
It's fabulous.
Now it's going to Johor.
And almost
No,
you
but
need
you
a
see,
passport.
that's my question. That's my question. How many of these people are thinking it's going from Barker Road to Tengah?
No, I don't think it's an elitist kind of
I
statement
don't know.
or
I'm
arrogant
not saying
statement.
it is. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying that it is. It is a feeling that it doesn't surprise me.
It wouldn't.
It doesn't surprise me. As Michael Pei has said on our Facebook page, FD, it's right. It's identity. People identify certain schools as certain things. It's like earlier this morning, off air, I asked you guys because I couldn't name one. Has there ever been a girls' school that's gone co-ed? And suddenly I think Angel
Me.
said it was St. Hilda's.
Yeah. St.
That was
Hilda's.
initially a girls' school and has gone co-ed. But we see a lot of boys' schools going co-ed. Maybe we don't hear enough about girls' schools going co-ed as well.
But you know,
Imagine-
I used to stay just next to. I used to live next to St. Hilda's School.
Yeah.
Fowley Road.
Yeah.
Around that area.
Yeah.
Okay. And then when I heard later on that St. Hilda's, and of course, I mean, I was trying to tackle a few.
Of course you are, yeah.
Of course you were.
I went
That's
out with
your
a few of
job.
them as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was
Yes.
like, just watch from my balcony. Right? Hey, that's a pretty girl. Go down and
We're like, hi, what
Yeah.
are you doing here? I just happened to be walking by.
yeah, so managed to, score a few
Yeah.
dates, that kind of thing. So when I heard years later that St. Hilda's was going to become a co-ed school, I actually pictured in my mind guys in skirts.
Oh, you're
This is what I mean.
Because okay.
But ACS different, you see. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Because it's a boys' school.
Yeah.
So now that you're telling me it's co-ed, I mean,
girls in shorts.
yeah, no.
No, okay, but I see where you're coming from because I was a CHIJ girl. Can you imagine CHIJ going co-ed?
Oh, I
Will
can't.
that ever happen? You never know.
It can't. It's
What?
a convent.
Yeah, but they
Yes.
could change the name though.
Yeah,
they could
That-
change
no,
the name.
Again,
I mean,
again, if they change the name, it would be massive
L-
problems.
Look, CHIJ in town became an entertainment venue. Did anyone ever think that would happen?
no, that's true.
And they changed the name to Chimes, adding a J.
Yeah.
So
not
just
adding a
change
J,
everything to Chimes then.
Yeah, there you go. Chimes Primary School.
Yes,
about that?
Chimes Secondary School.
But
There you go.
just imagine the flack you'd get for that.
Who?
A lot of
By
people
whom?
would give it flack because
Everyone.
it's identity, it's tradition.
Then they'll
it's,
just make
it's
all
history.
these people who are complaining look old-fashioned.
What do you think?
Yes.
I mean, if you want to call in, you can call in. Our phone lines are open 669-1092. Let us know what you think. Should Barker Road ACS go co-ed? Forget about the move. I mean, they're going to move anyway.
But you know what they say, right? Location.
Location.
Hey, actually, it does make a difference,
Of course it
Someone,
does.
Going to school.
Going to
I'm
Barker
going to my
Road.
school, Barker Road. Now
off
where are you
Bukit
going?
Timah.
Chua Chu Kang.
See, you see, that's exactly what I said.
Tengah in Choa Chu Kang?
Yeah. It's
oh,
right
it
next
is.
door.
Wow,
It's
it's
around
really
the Choa Chu
far
Kang.
away. No
But
wonder you said Johor. yeah.
That's another issue that's going to come up. It's about location. It's about tradition. It's about identity. As-
People will adapt. People will adapt.
They will. They will
adapt.
eventually.
Look
but-
look what happened with the American school. The American school for the longest
Yeah.
time was in Ulu Pandan. And
Let me
then-
cut in
wait,
here.
sorry,
We'll
phone
pick up a call first.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
This
cool.
is Ashley.
Okay.
Good morning, Kiss 92.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Ashley.
Hey, good morning. Oh, you know I'm
Of
Ashley.
course
Of
we
course.
know. We know everyone.
We know everything
Just
about
by the
you.
sound of your voice.
Okay, Ashley, what's your take on the paternity maternity leave?
Oh, I was thinking of talking about ACS.
Oh, sure,
do
sure,
that.
sure.
talk about
Whichever.
ACS, yeah,
Angel
whichever.
is always like
Sure.
that.
I saw. Stop it.
I thought that actually it's not something new that they move school away from downtown or near downtown area.
Yeah,
It happened to RI. It was in behind Orchard Road.
that's right.
It happened to RGS. It happened to River Valley.
Yes.
And a long time ago, I think it also happened to Catholic High. So, and I think the government is trying to move some of the good schools to the heartlands where, and we're trying to encourage new couples to give birth, have good access to schools, right?
Yes.
To good schools. So I thought it's a good idea, right? And you know, look, the society is made up of men and women, you know, female and male. I mean, it's good to just have co-ed school. I felt that maybe all the boys' school and girls' school should one day just become co-ed.
Yeah.
It's more
Yeah.
representative of the society, you know.
Yeah.
I agree.
Boys
I agree.
and girls to you know be with one another, learn
Yeah.
how to work and study and whatnot. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah,
because
but-
sometimes if you're in all-boys school, right, then you become awkward when it comes,
Comes to good, getting
do.
yeah,
talking
the
to
opposite
girls.
sex. Like me, for example. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm so shy.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah,
you know, I was
yeah.
from a boys'
Of course.
school.
And
you know?
yeah.
But interesting point Ashley has brought up. You're taking these so-called
Elitist schools.
no good schools.
Elite
Let's term them as good schools, and putting them in the heartlands as a way to encourage Singaporeans to have children, and your child can go to a good school because it's just down the
It's
road.
more accessible.
It
Yeah.
becomes accessible.
Yeah. But yeah, no, but if you think about it, it was only the like local schools that were co-ed from the start. It was
That's true.
always your ACS, your RI, your CHIJ and
Yeah.
all that, the better schools
St. Patrick's.
that were single sex schools.
Yeah.
Those
Well,
that was
these
the way.
Schools also happen to have a longer history, right? They
Yes.
were
Yeah,
started by-
yeah.
That
yeah.
is true.
by either businessmen or the churches and all that. So, well, times are different now. Yeah. So even if you look at the rankings of some of the JCs, I'm quite surprised that a JC like Nanyang JC earlier on, in my days, it was just a average JC, but today it's on par with your Hua Chong and the cutoff point and all that, right? And look, I if let's say someone has a older boy or has been to ACS before and continues want to put the boy in ACS, I think distance is not really a difference.
Yeah.
Because this family normally they have cars, right? And in Singapore, well, it's still drivable. I mean,
That's
I
true.
know of.
That's true.
I live next to.
Hold on,
Catholic
Ashley.
High,
Hold
and
on. We're going to go on the radio, huh? Hold
Hold on.
Okay?
Hang on one
Hold
second.
Jesse J featuring B.O.B. Price tag right here on Kiss 92. All the great songs in one place. We've been speaking to Ashley on the line right now. Good morning, Ashley.
Good morning, everyone.
All right, we were on the Big Show TV early on. We are on the radio right now. Okay, so you're calling in to give us your take on the situation. You know, why are parents up in arms when it comes to, the ACS situation? Tell everyone what you just told us.
Well, I felt that it's a good idea because by moving some of this school with a long history and so-called good academic track records to the heartlands, it's also encouraging young couples in those places to give birth, right? And when people give birth, they don't choose between whether they give birth to a boy or girl, right? So making it co-ed, right, will in a way encourage young parents who are moving to the Tanai area to give birth and later on have their child in ACS.
Yeah, that gives a good chance
a
to
great-
everyone.
yeah,
It makes
it's a
it
good idea.
accessible to
There's
everybody.
so many other schools there in Chua Chu Kang as well.
There are.
That's right.
There are.
And the other thing is that our society is actually made up of females and males, right? So if you put children into a single gentle school, right? I mean later on some of them find it awkward, right, to interact with one another. So why do that?
Yeah, start them young.
So in
Yeah.
other words, now ACS will be like any other neighborhood school.
Kind of.
No,
yes. Yeah.
No,
Well, no, but you
It's
see,
completely different.
I don't like
the
the term.
government has been promoting that all schools are good schools.
Yes,
right?
yes,
So-
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I don't like the
I
term
mean,
neighborhood
What
school.
I mean,
you know what I
any
mean?
other good neighborhood schools.
No,
I mean, this
any
is in
other
the
school.
neighborhood.
Any
right?
other school.
Any
No
other
need neighborhood.
school.
No need good. No need bad.
No.
Any other school. Yeah.
The thing about moving schools away from the city area, like RI from Grange Road to now Bishan,
Yeah.
RGS from Stevens Road to now Bishan also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make them a neighborhood school. I mean,
Exactly.
parents still drive all the way there to send their kids.
Yeah.
It's, yeah.
But I agree with Angel. We need to get away from this neighborhood
Neighborhood thing.
school.
It's just- it's a
almost
school.
like
It sounds so nice.
no,
neighborhood.
it doesn't. Let's be honest.
It has a stigma.
It has a
neighborhood.
stigma. You're right.
It has a
in
stigma.
your neighborhood.
Yeah.
In your neighborhood.
Thank you so much, Ashley.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks for
you,
calling
Ashley.
Have a great weekend.
You
You
too.
too.
You too.
Take care, mate.
Bye bye.
You too. Thank you. Bye-bye.
So nice. Ashley's the first person, actually, whom we've spoken to, actually.
Who we've communicated
it's
with.
very
yeah.
interesting that there's this big hoo-ha about the move and about girls going into ACS, right? But think about it. ACJC
Yeah.
is co-ed, no?
Yeah, ACJC became co-ed on the first year that my mum was there.
Yeah.
way back
Way
in
back.
the early '60s or something. She
Yeah.
was the first in the junior college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think this complaint is more about the location than anything else. Because many people have bought houses
Yeah, exactly.
near
To be within
Barker
that-
Road,
to
you
be
see.
within that,
And then now
yeah,
they've got to
that
buy
radius.
a house in Choa Chu Kang.
Yeah. Nothing
Maybe.
wrong with that. Yeah.
What's
It's
wrong
just
with buying
further
a house
out.
in Choa Chu
See?
Kang? What's wrong with having a house
Not
in Choa Chu
as
Kang?
prestigious as Barker
Ah,
Road.
so there we go. It's about elitism,
yeah,
is
No,
it is
it's not,
elitism.
it's not.
it? Then what did you just say?
But never mind, it's good that Choa Chu Kang is cheaper anyway. The
see
houses there.
It's going to increase your value once ACS is out there.
First, my hats were cheap.
Yeah.
Now my house is cheap.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm
What
just
else?
happy
Glenn
that
just says
ACS
you
is
are
going to be
cheap.
one of the neighborhood
Are you
schools
cheap?
in Choa Chu Kang.
Now she's asking me if I'm cheap.
I don't
Okay,
know
okay,
because
okay,
stop
he says
arguing.
everything
Stop
is
arguing.
cheap.
I'm sorry,
We'll fight
everybody.
again at 9 o'clock.
FD
Okay.
and Angel are always arguing.
Oh, thanks.
What?